Colors and the passing out recruits.
Permission and pass the colors and the passing out to the group, sir.
Permission has been graciously granted to him.
The for us. All our formation services, the representative of the Chief of Naval Staff and the representative of the Chief of Air Staff want to say thank you for honoring our occasion. Your Excellencies, the Secretary Governors, Governor of Kaduna State, and the representative of His Excellency, the Secretary Governor of Kaduna State, want to say thank you very much, Your Excellency. The Commander of the Nigerian Defense Academy want to say thank you for honoring our occasion. The Commandant of the Armed Forces, Commander Staff College want to say thank you for coming. The General Officer commanding 1 Division of the Nigerian Army, the General Officer commanding 6th Division of the Nigerian Army, and the Air Officer commanding 10th Command of the Army want to say thank you for honoring our occasion. Our Royal Father, the Israel Highness, Emir of Zawza, want to say thank you very much for honoring our occasion.
Subsequently, there will be lunch, post-passing out parade, lunch, and the officers' mess, and the alternate score president.
Ready? Ready, shoot! Standard A!
Identified and taught basic skills of driving and maintenance, vulcanizing, battery charging, welding, and other skills. So during the passing out parade of 76 regular recruit intake, the recruits were able to staple and assemble the Nigerian Army Maritime Chief vessels within few minutes. So with your kind permission, I will hand over the mic to Major Yusuf, who is the coordinator of MSAS for 78 regular recruitment for this session.
So you are welcome to the military skill acquisition training ground. This is the stand 1. Here we have the recruit line. The recruit line is designed by Private Abubakar Ahmad. The recruit line consists of 10 male high-rising, while the 2 high-rising there, which make 12, is the female recruit line. They are separated from their male counterpart. However, the female recruit line is secured and it is a restricted area to the male recruit and the staff. The next one here the company offices lined up to recruit cell is giving necessary support so that I can be able to produce a gunboat, an helicopter gunship for us. Yes, sir. Then this side we have the pastic. It is meant for parade. Here is the center headquarters, Delta Company High Rising. Here we have the headquarters Depot NA. To my right here is the Coast Guard. Here is the Hall of Fame. Here is the Chief of Staff's office. Directly to me is the Commandant office. Here is the Admin Company office. Here is the car park. So this is where they use improvised devices for the training. By so doing, the group came up that instead of using this improvised device, they could design this. In a narrow creek where the gunboat cannot access, this boat can go into the creek for patrol. It has three components. The first component here is for the gunman. The second component is for the rifleman. Then behind here is the operator component. The boat uses Yamaha engine with capacity of 15 horsepower. This circle thing here serves as the life buoy for the boat. The other one is behind there. In case if the boat capsizes, they can easily recover it to not sink down. The material source for this are all. The idea of designing this cave when there is a fire outbreak and we see that the vehicle cannot access the narrow path to the scene of the incident. So the crew now came up with the idea that, okay, since we cannot access this narrow route to the scene of the fire, let us design something that can give us easy access to wherever is narrow if there is fire outbreak. So they designed this, and this is about 70% foreign and 30% local. It has two purposes. It can be used for firefight at the same time car wash. It has three tanks. We have the water tank here, and we have the detergent tank and the petrol tank. When mixed with the detergent, it comes out the same time with the water. And it is produced by Private Audu and some other soldiers. Inverter produced by Private Abubakar Ahmad. The aim of producing inverter is that during our push exercise, the recruit came up with an idea that there are a lot of noise from generators. He said, in the army, we know that what gives the position of what gives your position to the enemy is shine, shadow, background, and what have you, with noise inclusive. So he now said, okay, why not design something of this nature that can be less noisy when we are in defense? And that's the main reason why he produced this. And for the purpose of this exercise, this one is used to serve the mobile toilets there. The material used are locally made materials. Only about 70% of it, which is the inverter, which is foreign. Before we go for bush exercises, we need to go and either hire or buy a plastic made mobile toilet, which is not durable compared to this. This thing is more, this other one is more durable compared to the plastic one because the body are made up of metal and cladding but imported from China. This recruit brought out this idea because they felt that the army can produce this, more of it, it can serve it can serve for the purpose of the operation in the northeast and other parts of the country. Here is the bathroom, here is the toilet, behind here we have another toilet and we have another bathroom. So it may interest you to know that this mobile toilet can be stroked between 8 minutes due to the capability of the young soldier. Here is a step to the entrance and it is made up of timber. So may I seek your permission to see how it operates?
Hand shower too?
Can shower the other side.
Hand shower.
Okay, no. This way.
The water is down, sir. The answer to assist us will produce more things for the army. At this point, I would like to tell you that this is the end of what we have for this exhibition today. May I have your permission to tell the young soldiers to demonstrate on how to scoop the mobile phone start?
oblique 78 oblique 3808. Recruit Sergeant Adafio God provided by 78 regular recruits in there. God present and ready for inspection. Sir. Move. God up.
Army Medal, Grand Service Star, Gold Medal of Honor, Master Cross Dagger, Fellow, walk on it. The Chief of Defense Staff, you're most welcome, sir.
de l'état-major de la défense, général A.G. Olonishaki, vous êtes la bienvenue, monsieur. Nous voyons le commandant de défilé s'approche pour inviter le réviseur pour faire l'inspection.
He has just introduced the personal parade to the reviewing officer and guest of honor, and has also invited him to inspect the 10 guards on parade. Parade commander returns his sword directly into the scabbard of his sword. Coming down from the horses riding up, even as the inspection Land Rover is already at the square.
Wait, let him go first. Let him go for a shift. Come, you know there's a horse here and you know this breed.
May I, at this juncture, hand over the microphone to Lieutenant
of Naval and Air Staff, distinguished senior officers serving and retired, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. While the reviewing officer inspects the various guards operate, permit me to state. He began his military career in 1973 as a boy soldier in the Nigerian Military School, Zaria. He was later admitted into the Nigerian Defense Academy and commenced his cadet training on the 3rd of January 1979 as a member of 25th Regular Combatant Corps. In Germany. He attended the 3rd edition of the Special Operations Forces Innovation Network Seminar. Command, staff, and instruction in the course of his career. The command appointments include Director, Nigerian Army System Development Center, Lagos, Director, Department of Automated Data Processing, Commander 51 Division Signals Kaduna, Commander 59 Division Signals Lagos, as the aide-de-camp to the governors of Lagos and Ogun State respectively at different times during his career. He was also the Principal General Staff Officer to the Minister of Defense, Abuja. General Olonishaki was appointed the Chief of Defense Staff on the 13th of July 2015 and was subsequently promoted to the rank of the recipient of the Distinguished Service Order of the Armed Forces of Liberia.
Présence officiers, distingués, en service et adorateurs, vos excellences, invités distingués, mesdames et messieurs, pendant que le réviseur inspecte les différentes
this point to hand over the microphone to Master Warrant Officer Anthony Dan to please continue with the presentation. Master Warrant Officer Anthony Dan.
Thank you very much.
Carry on with the rest of the parade.
The inspection of the 10 guards is over, even as the parade commander is taking permission from the reveal officer and guest of honor to carry on with the parade. While you will be Senator Lawal Hassan Anka, Honorable Abdulazak Namdas, and Honorable has been sent by the Assistant Director of Music to inspect the combined band.
In the event, Enforcement and elements, I have a permission
commissionné le 18 décembre 1981 en tant que sous-lieutenant et a été effectué au corps de transmission de l'armée nigérienne. Le général a assuré l'opération et en commandant et en puissance. Ce qui l'a conduit à soutenir des qualifications académiques et plusieurs prix. Général Olonishaki est heureusement marié et bien et béni des enfants. Il aime la lecture et jouer au badminton.
Safari Mohammed will lead the review of the subject of honor to his seat.
Après l'inspection, le commandant du dépôt va.
The champion guard, which is Alpha Trading Company, the overall champion for section of the band is over, even as the commandant, Depot Nigeria. The reveal officer will be led to take his seat.
Calm down, Baba.
That is the regimental voice of the guard commander for #1 guard, the champion guard, Major VT Zira. The first female officer that is commanding a champion guard in the history of the Amphibious Force Canada. Regimentation course 241 Wiki Battalion 2, the young officer. She holds a bachelor in engineering and civil engineering. She is single and enjoys playing volleyball, badminton, watching movies and traveling. That is the voice of the right marker from the The champion banner is already at the square. May I, at this juncture, most respectfully request the Commander Recruit Center, Colonel M.A. Maji, to please present the champion banner to Alpha Trading Company. And as military tradition demands, the Commander Recruit Center takes permission from the...
Mesdames et messieurs, il faut du dévouement, de la discipline.
He pays compliment to the banner and take a pace forward. Banner bearer presents the champion banner to the Commander Recruit Center, who takes a pace backward. Banner bearer pays compliment. He turns an angle of 180 degrees above. Can we please put our hands together for the senior officer? Guard commander pays compliment with her sword. She returns the sword into the scabbard of the sword. takes a pace forward. Recruit commander hands over the banner to the guard commander. She takes a pace backward. Recruit commander pays compliment. What a regimental turning. Why not put your hands together for her? Banner bearer pays compliment. Takes a pace forward. The base of the pike is sighted into the socket of the belt of the banner. Banner bearer takes a pace backward. Guard commander draws her sword, bring it to recover, now to carry. She pays compliment. What a good turning by the recruits. Put your hands together for him.
Champion company!
Played in honor of the champion company, Alpha Trading Company. The anthem was composed and arranged by Lieutenant Colonel Michael in 1999. The Commander Recruit Center, Colonel N.A. Maji, as military tradition demands, will also take permission from the Revenue Officer and Guest of Honor to take his seats. Once more, can we please put our hands together for the champion card? Officer, Depot Nigerian Army, Major Edgar Sani, Alpha Trading Company is the champion company.
The Revenue Officer, sir, our distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It takes dedication to be champion. It takes discipline to be champion. It takes courage and determination to be champions. Alpha Trading Company emerged the best training company for 78 regular recruit intake, having distinguished themselves in the 9th competitive event, outlined in the process of making of a soldier in the home of Buffalo. Alpha Company performed incredibly well for coming in competition for members of 78 regular recruit intake. Other events Alpha Company excelled include 5-kilometer race, 10-kilometer race, 20-kilometer dash pass, small arm competition, sporting event, and finally interior economy. For emerging winner, the champion Buffalo, the Commandant of the Nigerian Army, and of course the Chief of Army Staff for creating an enabling environment for smooth conduct of training in the process of making of a soldier in Depot Nigerian Army. Can we please put our hands together for Alpha Trading Company?
La bannière du champion vient d'être reçue par le commandant centre de recrue et adonnée aux représentants de la carte champion, Major Fete Sira, et puis au porte-drapeau. Les membres de troupes champions sont fiers d'eux-mêmes aujourd'hui, alors qu'ils marchent vers l'envie de leurs collègues à l'admiration de nos spectateurs. Félicitations à l'officier responsable. Félicitations au pouce, le commandant du dépôt de l'armée nigérienne et bien sûr au chef d'état-major de l'armée pour avoir créé un environnement propice au bon déroulement de la formation au processus de fabrication d'un soldat au dépôt de l'armée nigérienne.
Authority and live streamline from the Armed Forces Radio Kotsi Army Headquarters. Shall we please put our hands together for the Army Headquarters?
Mesdames et messieurs, ce programme d'aujourd'hui est couvert par les stations télévision Channel et NTA.
By the guests. While we are being trained this morning, permit me to hand over the mic.
Even though our guests put your hands together for them. They bow their heads. The special guest of honor and reviewing officer for today's occasion, the Chief of Army Staff and the representative of other service chiefs, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On the parade this morning, from the left of the pavilion, which is the champion guard, just formed letter D. The company formed letter O. Directly in front of the commentary box is letter T. And after the saluting knights, we have letter N. It is followed
that the 70th regular recruiting team have gone through a lot for them to achieve this feat. For them to form depot Nigerian Army's area, it shows that a lot of effort has been put in place by the drill regimental sergeant majors and the drill instructors and all the
march past in slow and quick time has just begun. Marching in slow time this time. The passing of guards marching at the rate of 65 paces to the minute in slow time. Various guard commanders and sub-guard commanders taking charge of their various guards. To please mount the saluting guys. The commandant, sir.
Puis-je demander au commandant du dépôt d'inviter, s'il vous plaît, le révision au dice de salutation pour reconnaître le complément. Merci, monsieur.
Our distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, while we witness an exciting marching in slow time by soon-to-be soldiers of the Nigerian Army, members of 70th Regular Recruit Intake, permit me at this point to hand over the mic to Lieutenant Commander G.I.O. Okon to please acquaint us with various guard and sub-guard commanders on parade. Lieutenant Commander Okon.
Thank you Field Major H.M. Sani, the reviewing officer, special guest of honor. Permit me to observe the existing protocol while I go on to read the profile of these guys are distinguished by the company color, and they are also identified by the colors of their rifles. The parade is commanded by Lieutenant Colonel A. Baba. Number 1 guard is commanded by Major VT Zero. She has 2 sub-guard commanders, Captain Eli Ibanga and Captain M. Gondi. The company sergeant major for Alpha Training Company is Sergeant Oladeshi, Lieutenant A.B. Lawal, and Captain D.T. Gary. The company sergeant major for Bravo Training Company is Sergeant Emmanuel Clarkson. Number 3 guard is commanded by Major H.S. Daria. The 2 sub-guard commanders are Captain J. Olakuju and Major I.M. Aparata. The company sergeant major for Charlie Training Company is Sergeant Mohammed Ali.
Set the meeting confront the speaker, also distinct passing 1 parallel clear, the sharp troops on either J.P.A. Sergeant Olageti Oriyomi. Brigade numero 2, commandé par Major P.E. Alfred, sous-gardé par Lieutenant.
Special guest of honor permits me at this point to please remind our distinguished invited guests that as a mark of respect and honor and deference to the callers, you are requested to please rise as the callers approach your stand. Officers, warrant officers and above salute the callers. Thank you.
Permettez-moi de respect et d'honneur, permettez-moi de rappeler à nos invités de bien vouloir se lever à l'approche des couleurs et de constance, ajoutant aux poussées et aux défis.
Number 4 guard is commanded by Major U.S. Daudawa. The 2 sub-guard commanders for number 4 guard are Lieutenant O. Oyekami and Lieutenant K.I. Eramosele. To the national color is Captain J. Olipode. While the ensign to the regimental color is Lieutenant J. Iliasu. The senior escort to the colors is Warrant Officer Nambo Madugu. The junior escort is Staff Sergeant Ezra Bichis. We also have Staff Sergeant Nasiru Seidu. Behind the color party is the Depot Nigerian Army Regimental Sergeant Major, Master Warrant Officer Isa Garba. Number 5 guard is commanded by Major C.O. Ogunpa. The sub-guard commanders are Captain C.A. Ajibade and Captain C.C. Daisy. The company Sergeant Major for Airport Training Company is Sergeant Abu John. Number 6 guard is commanded by Major B.A. Musa. The sub-guard and now
les porteurs des couleurs sont capitaine J.O. Onipode qui porte la couleur nationale. Et pour la couleur régimentaire, il y a le lieutenant J. Iliassou. Les autres qui escortent supérieurs sont adjudant Nambol Madougou, sergent Ezra Petrus, sergent Nassirou Saïdou et adjudant maître Issa Garba. Pour la garde numéro 6, la troupe est commandée par Major Abe Moussa, sous-gardé par capitaine D.E.
The company Sergeant Major for Golf Training Company is Sergeant Uche Victor. Number 8 guard is commanded by Major O.J. Ofen. The sub-guard commander is Sergeant Kingadex Yunana. The number 9 guard is commanded by Major A.A. Yahuza. The sub-guard commanders are Captain G. Baba and Captain J.T. Kamani.
La garde numéro 7 est commandée par Major I.A. Alabi, sous-gardé
of this training institution. Put your hands together for this training transition from slow time to quick time.
C'était un changement incroyable, fabuleux et fantastique, en même temps du temps long à temps rapide.
The White Stallion started commanding parade after the demise of Major Chindik. 9 kilometers and 15 kilometers race respectively. Likewise, during the passing out parade of 69, 70, 71 up to 78 intake, he took active participation. Passing for his wonderful performance this morning on parade. Now he called on Marasa Waradov Sergeant to please continue with the commentary.
Il est alors le commandant dédié Private Party délégué le 20 janvier 2004 à Timeta, État d'Adamawa. Les annonces et soutien qu'il a fait
Is the parade commander, followed by the parade policy, the guard commander of the champion guard, and number 1 guard is the champion guard. That is the voice.
They say whatever a man can do, they say women can do it even better. Now we please request all to rise as the chorus approaches start.
Permettez-moi une fois de plus de rappeler à nos invités distingués les spectacles de bien vouloir se lever à l'approche des couleurs.
That is the voice of the ensign to the national color, Captain J.O. Onipode. Following closely is 5 guard. Major Ofen, commanding number 8 guard. Number 10 guard is the parade adjutant, who is also the legal officer of the Nigerian Army. He is Major A. Mahmoud. He is a parade veteran and a combatant legal officer. Can we please put our hands together for him, please? May I, at this juncture, most respectfully request the Buffalo himself, the commandant, Depot Nigerian Army, to please request the special guest of honor reviewing officer to please take his seats. Can we please put our hands together for the reviewing officer, please? The reviewing officer gets up.
Tout d'entraînement s'arrête de manière séquencée à partir du groupe alpha vers la deuxième. Un sentiment au-delà de la description. Seuls ceux qui décrivent peuvent expliquer. Une autre salle d'applaudissements pour eux.
Can we please put our hands together for them?
And supervised by the Captain M.I. Oji, the officer in charge of the company. Shall we please put our hands together for this laudable initiative?
Ils sont magnifiquement ornés de vêtements rouges et blancs. Le rouge dessine signifie l'épreuve des recrues, tandis que le blanc signifie leur joie et leur accomplissement après un entraînement réussi.
I know our guests are wondering what is going to happen this year with the silent rain. Even if you don't know, can we please put our hands together for the silent rain for please? Dressing the lines, getting themselves ready for the display.
Ils s'apprêtaient pour leur présentation.
That is paddling forward to present their arms for the commencement of the drill. Please put your hands together for them. That presentation of arm by the silent roll squad signals the commencement of what they have for us for today. Changing their arms. Break from quick to slow. Twisting the rifle. They have been taught how to use this rifle safely among their comrades. Passing through themselves without any itch. They recover the arms while on the mat. This is fantastic. Please put your hands together for them. Splitting themselves into two groups. The first group in quick time, while the rear in slow time. Can they get their steps back? That is the question. Sit back. They got their steps. Why don't put your hands together for them?
Of Sasa. It may interest you once again to know that this design, red and white, which is a symbol of the Nigerian Army, was specially designed by the Nigerian Army Ordnance of Tailoring Factory, the Nigerian Army, under the able leadership of the Commandant of the Nigerian Army and supervised by the officer in charge of the section, Captain O.I.O.G. Shall we please put a round of applause for this laudable initiative by the Commandant of the Nigerian Army, Major General Sani Mohammed.
Changing their formation this time again. Marching in present arm. What are we waiting for? Please put your hands together for them. Twisting their weapon. And the one in front is a female recruit. That's the leader. Can we please put our hands together for this recruit, please?
The officers, senior officers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It may interest you to know once again that the colorful salad drill we have been filled with this morning have a distinct color of red and white, which is the symbol of the Nigerian army. The red color signifies the ordeal the group passed through during the rigorous training in making of a soldier. And white color signifies joy after a successful training. Today we are witnessing the manifestation of white color for members of 78th Regular Recruit Intake. Shall we please put our hands together for them?
May I please request a special guest of honor at this time to please rise. We're sitting down to take a salute. The honored combat to please get ready to come on stage. This is the most they have for us for now. If you want to see more of this, please come 79 Regular Recruit Intake for more. Can we please put our hands together for them? The unarmed combat to please come on stage. Unarmed combat is the This is the most they have for us for now. If you want to see more of this, please come 79 Regular Recruit Intake for more. Can we please put our hands together for them? The unarmed combat to please come on stage. Unarmed combat is the Zulu dynasty of 1622 BCE and 256 BCE. Unarmed combat is the oldest form of physical conflict because it is only requires the body. It is both an art and science that can be used martially for sports or as an expression of individual or culture. There is no doubt that modern fighting methods contain considerable understanding of sophisticated and highly effective grappling, disarms, takedown, ground fighting, submission, hold, kicks, and hand blow.
Action! Action! No compromise!
Le combat à main nue est la plus ancienne forme de combat comme dans le monde. Les organisations militaires ont toujours enseigné une sorte de combat non armé pour le conditionnement et pour compléter le combat armé. C'est aussi la forme de conflit physique la plus ancienne car elle ne nécessite pas tout le corps.
Can we please put our hands together for them, please? What we just witnessed is the punch and the block stage. This is the kicking stage, using of the legs. And this stage is further divided into two parts, middle kick and the front kick. Can we please put our hands together for them once more? Next is the rifle pattern.
En regardant les différentes étapes d'affichage, la seconde étape est le corps de pied et la troisième étape est le modèle de fusil. Cela implique l'utilisation de la crosse et du morceau de fusil pour frapper l'ennemi.
Once more, please put your hands together for them. Next is the self-defense.
La prochaine est la légitime défense.
With two knives in his hand, how will you escape this attack? Watch out how Recruit Mesha will block the striking hands of the enemy and render him useless due to his unarmed combat skill.
Cela s'agit de l'attaque d'une frappée en double couteau.
Can we please put our hands together for him? And the next is between Recruit Osman Musa of Delta Company and Recruit Ilyasu Abdullahi of the same Delta Company. Twisting of neck. Let us see how Recruit Osman Musa is going to twist the neck of the enemy and get him down.
Nous allons voir comment échapper à l'étranglement, défendre contre l'étranglement.
That is the power. With his head, he brought him down. What a good work of the helmet. Twist the neck. And the man is down. Can we please put our hands together for him, please? And the next is between Recruit Asefa Bemba of Gillette Company and Recruit Gwakwe Nanin of the same Gillette Company. Pistol attack defense. This is where the enemy surrenders the soldier with pistol. Watch out how the soldier will disarm him and win the battle.
Nous voyons la défense contre les attaques au pistolet.
He receives the pistol from him and then gets him down. Next is Recruit Boaz Kabirat of Bravo Company and Recruit Aloha Olumide of Alpha Training Company. Sidekick defense. This is a kick from the enemy from the side. The special guest of honor and other invited guests. Please watch out how Recruit Boaz will sidestep and win the battle. What a good sidestepping, a good acrobatic kick there. He won the battle. Can we please put our hands together for him, please? Recruit Aruna Abubakar of Delta Company and Recruit David Mubarak of Hotel Training Company. Escape from cutlass attack. The enemy is attacking the soldier with cutlass in his hand. This is a very fierce approach. Watch out how Recruit Aruna Abubakar is going to escape from this cutlass attack and defeat his enemy.
Nous voyons l'attaque de
John went down, blocked it with his leg. The man went down and with his left hand giving him that punch and the man is dead. Can we please put our hands together for him, please?
Et comment défense contre le coutelas.
And the next is between Recruit Abdul Karim Abdullahi of Golf Training Company and Recruit Ilyasu Jibril of Indian Company. Escape from neck kick. This is a kick from the enemy towards the neck of the soldier. Watch how Recruit Abdul Karim is going to dodge this kick and attack the enemy swiftly to win this fight. He charged. He blocked him. Blocked the other hand. Put him down. Oh. Can we please put our hands together for him, please? And this is the last fight for 78 regular recruit intake between Recruit Bala Umar of Golf Training Company and Recruit Abubakar Usabo of the same Delta Company. Back grip escape that will be turning for 360 degrees. This is the last fight for them between the two recruits, a situation where the enemy surprisingly held the recruit from behind to defeat him. Now watch out how the soldier is going to escape and defeat him with a 360 degree. Coming with the knife, hit the knife down, carried him, turned him 180 degrees, 360 degrees, 720 degrees, 1,300 degrees. Will he survive this? That is the question. Let's watch out. He hits him down. Oh my God. He raised his hand to God. He said, God, thank God for giving me this power. I remember David and Goliath. Can we please put our hands together for him, please? Can we please put our hands together for them, please?
Mohammed to please invite the review officer to please take this salute from the unarmed combat. What a successful display from there.
Permettez-moi de demander au commandant du dépôt d'inviter le réviseur de combat.
Let's put your hands together for them. May I also please request the commandant, please request the guest of honor to please take a seat. Can we please put our hands together?
Everybody want to get leg. I want to get
Representatives of the South Chiefs, distinguished senior officers, in the ongoing counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency operations, the government initiated a special combat training to enable recruits to effectively contend with challenging security environments in the country.
Combat spécial est présenté au défilé militaire de l'armée nigérienne. Il a été initié par le dépôt social et divisé en 3 ou 4 parties et le premier garde est composé des pisteurs masculins.
The second guard consists of female trackers. They say what a man can do, a woman can do. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, this morning you will see that the male trackers and the female trackers on parade this morning have been trained so hard that you can hardly distinguish between the male and the female.
La deuxième garde se compose de suiveuses. On dit ce qu'un homme peut faire, une femme peut faire encore mieux.
The first guard has just approached the saluting dice. They are closely followed by the second guard, made up of all female recruits.
Le premier garde
officer. The third guard consists of the Special Forces Guard. In that guard we have the counter-terrorist platoon, the amphibious platoon, and the sniper section.
La troisième garde se compose de gardes et forces spéciales divisées en trois parties. La première partie est le pétalon antiterroriste. La deuxième partie est l'équipe amphibie. La troisième partie est la section sniper.
This recruit passed through rigorous training in addition to the basic training involved in the making of a soldier. Their muscles were built through carrying of 10 kilograms of loads in their packs whenever they moved from point A to point B throughout the period of their training. The drill is meant to showcase strength, vigor, and dexterity akin to the strength of the buffalo, which is the mascot of this great institution. Kudos to the Commandant there for Nigerian Army. Kudos to the Chief of the Army Staff. And kudos to the Reviewing Officer and Special Guest of Honor, the Chief of Defense Staff, for the initiatives to surmount the contemporary challenges bedeviling the nation. Shall we please give them a resounding round of applause?
L'exercice est destiné à mettre en valeur la force et la vigueur d'un groupe mascotte de cette institution. Bravo au commandant du dépôt et bravo au chef de l'état-major de
Please put your hands together for them as they march out in big time. Parade commander, to please get ready to advance the 10 guards in review order.
This award goes to the 2019 OB 78 OB 1047 recruit Issa Tohid.
Le premier prix, c'est le prix de commandant du dépôt et c'est pour le meilleur recrue de tir et de fusillade et il va à Issa Tohid.
He is the best recruit in introduction shoot 1 and 2, range classification and small arms competition. Please give him a round of applause. Of the 2979 recruit Amina Mohamed, Golf Training Company.
Ensuite, c'est le prix du commandant corps des femmes. Et le prix va à Amina Mohamed.
She is the best female recruit in drill competition.
Elle est la meilleure femme recrue en direction et régimentation.
Please give her a resounding round of applause. With 0199 recruits Igwe Grace.
C'est le prix de chef d'administration et il va à Igwe Grace.
She is of the Alpha Training Company.
Elle est de troupe Alpha.
She is the overall best female in order of merit in academics. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give her a resounding round of applause.
Elle est la meilleure femme recrue par ordre de mérite. Pour le chef de l'année, c'est Suleiman Ismail, the Troop Alpha.
He is the overall best male in 3 competitions, best quarter guard sergeant during SI school government and during the 3 squad test. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause.
Il est la meilleure recrue en direction et régimentation.
Public 0258 recruits Okon Oscar Alpha Training Company.
Le dernier prix, c'est le prix du chef de la défense et le prix va à Okon Oscar.
Recruit Okon Oscar is the overall best recruit in order of merit. For 70 regular recruiting intake, he was the best in the progress test and the final written test. Distinguished invited guests, please let's give him a round of applause.
Il est la meilleure recrue en ensemble par ordre de mérite et il est de Troop Alpha.
The reviewing officers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it will interest you to know that out of these 5 categories of award this morning, Alpha Training Company has 3 recipients. Shall we please give Alpha Training Company a resounding round of applause?
Parade adjutant to please get ready.
Cela conclut la cérémonie.
Thank you very much, sir.
To know that as we pass out yet another set of young officers, soldiers today, the strength and combat efficiency of the Nigerian Army will be greatly enhanced. At this juncture, I must express a sincere appreciation to the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Muhammadu Buhari, for his continued support to the Armed Forces of Nigeria as a whole. My special gratitude goes to His Royal Highness, the Emir of Zazzau, Alhaji Dr. Shehu Idris, for his untiring support. I wish to also thank the executive governors with their representatives for honoring our invitation. I must also commend the effort of the commandants of the Nigerian Army School of Infantry and Warrant Officers Academy for the successful joint training and exercise conducted in collaboration with Depot Nigerian Army to enhance the young soldiers' individual and collective abilities. Finally, I want to commend the Commandant, his team of instructors, and the entire staff of Depot Nigerian Army for this unique achievement of turning out another set of professional soldiers. I assure you of my total support towards improving the standard of training, welfare of recruits and staff of Depot Nigerian Army, and indeed the Nigerian Army in general, through the Army headquarters. Once again, congratulations to the passing out recruits. I wish everyone safe journey to your respective destinations. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Chief of Defense Staff, Armed Forces of Nigeria. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Let's replace headrest. Replace.
Colors and the passing out recruits.
Permission and pass the colors and the passing out to the group, sir.
Permission has been graciously granted to him. Colors and the passing out recruits.
Permission to stand past the colors and the passing out to recruit, sir.
Permission has been graciously granted to him.
Special guest of honor, I want to thank you for honoring our invitation. The Chief of Army staff will not stop thanking you. All you have been doing for us, all our formations and units, I want to say thank you. The representative of the Chief of Naval Staff and the representative of the Chief of Air Staff want to say thank you for honoring our invitation. post-passing out parade, lunch, and the officers' mess, and the lieutenant's court,
Standard 8!
Identify and taught basic skills of driving and maintenance, vulcanizing, battery charging, welding, and other skills. So during the passing out parade of 76 regular recruit intake, recruits were able to staple and assemble the Nigerian Army Maritime Chief. Yes, sir, within few minutes. So, with your kind permission, I will hand over the mic to Major Yusuf, who is the coordinator of MSAT for 78 regular recruitment provisions.
So you are welcome to the military skill acquisition training ground. This is the stand 1. Here we have the recruit line. The recruit line is designed by Private Abubakar Ahmad. The recruit line consists of 10 male high-rising, while the 2 high-rising there, which make 12, is the female recruit line. They are separated from their male counterpart. However, the female recruit line is secured and it is a restricted area to the male recruit and the staff. The next one here, the company offices lined up to recruit set is giving necessary support so that I can be able to produce a gunboat, an helicopter gun ship for us. Yes, sir. Then this side we have the pasty. It is meant for parade. Here is the center headquarters, Delta Company High Rising. Here we have the headquarters depot NA. To my right here is the Coast Guard. Here is the Hall of Fame. Here is the Chief of Staff's office. Directly to me is the Commandant office. Here is the Admin Company office. Here is the car park. So this is the stand. It's where they use improvised devices for the training. By so doing, the group came up that instead of using this improvised device, they could design this. In a narrow creek where the gunboat cannot access, this boat can go into the creek for patrol. It has 3 components. The first component here is for the gunman. The second component is for the rifleman. Then behind there is the operator component. The boat uses Yamaha engine with capacity of 15 horsepower. This circle thing here serves as the lifebuoy for the boat. The other one is behind there. In case if the boat capsizes, they can easily recover it to not sink down. The material source for this are all The idea of designing this came when there is a fire outbreak, and we see that the vehicle cannot access the narrow path to the scene of the incident. So the crew now came up with the idea that, okay, since we cannot access this narrow route to the scene of the fire, let us design something that can give us easy access to wherever is narrow if there is fire outbreak. So they designed this, and this is about 70% foreign and 30% local. It has two purposes. It can be used for firefight at the same time car wash. It has 3 tanks. We have the water tank here, and we have the detergent tank and the petrol tank. When mixed with the detergent, it comes out the same time with the water. And it is produced by Private Audu and some other soldiers. Inverter produced by Private Abubakar Ahmad. The aim of producing inverter is that during our push exercise, the recruit came up with an idea that there are a lot of noise from generators. He said, in the army, we know that what gives the position of what gives your position to the enemy is shine, shadow, background, and what have you, with noise inclusive. So he now said, okay, why not design something of this nature that can be less noisy when we are in defense? And that's the main reason why he produced it. And for the purpose of this exercise, this one is used to serve the mobile toilet there. The material used are locally made material. Only about 70% of it, which is the inverter, which is foreign. Before we go for bush exercises, we need to go and either hire or buy a plastic made mobile toilet, which is not durable compared to this. This thing is more, this other one is more durable compared to the plastic one, because the body are made up of metal and cladding, but imported from China. This recruit brought out this idea because they felt that the army can produce this, more of it. It can serve it can serve for the purpose of operation in the northeast and other parts of the country. Here is the bathroom, here is the toilet. Behind here we have another toilet and we have another bathroom. So it may interest you to know that this mobile toilet can be stroked between 8 minutes due to the capability of the young soldier. Here is the step to the entrance, and it is made up of timber. So may I seek your permission to see how it operates?
Hand shower too?
Can shower the other side.
Hand shower.
Okay, no.
The water is down, sir. The answer to assist us in producing more things for the army. At this point, I would like to tell you that this is the end of what we have for this exhibition today. May I have your permission to tell the young soldiers to demonstrate on how to strip the mobile toilet, sir?